Hi, Charles Stephen here from Lifetime Success Seminars. I want to share with you my thought of the day today, and I'll tell you a little story. It's a story of a science teacher named Mr. Marshall. One afternoon, he was walking down the school corridor on his way to his science class, and on the way he met one of his pupils who was roaming around the corridors aimlessly. And so Mr. Marshall confronted him and said, young man, what are you doing out here? And upon seeing his teacher, that boy froze and he couldn't mutter a word. So he was like, because obviously he wasn't supposed to be outside the class during lesson hours. And so he lost all the confidence and he didn't know what to say to the teacher. So Mr. Marshall said, right, boy, go straight to class now. And so the boy turned around and ran to class. And so Mr. Marshall continued on his way to the class as well. And before he got there, he met another pupil who was also on the corridors. And so Mr. Marshall thought, I have to confront this boy as well and tell him to go to class, because why is he out here and he's not supposed to be out here? So as he was getting closer to that pupil, before Mr. Marshall said anything to him, the boy very enthusiastically and confidently said, "Good afternoon, Mr. Marshall." And so Mr. Marshall was a bit sort of surprised, because he wasn't expecting that kind of confidence from a pupil who was where he was not supposed to be, and being a bit surprised, he asked the boy, "What are you doing outside the classroom? You're supposed to be in the class during lesson hours." And the pupil, again, very confidently replied to Mr. Marshall, saying, "I'm actually on my way to the library to get the science book for my next lesson, which is the science class." And so Mr. Marshall approvingly said back to the boy that, "Okay, run along, son, but don't be late for class." And the boy went on his way to the library to get his science book. But what's the moral of this story? We see two pupils being in exactly the same scenario, both being outside the class during lesson hours, and both being confronted by their teacher. But we see two completely different responses to them. One didn't really know what to say, very uncomfortable, really didn't even want to be in the presence of his teacher, because he knew that he was in the wrong. While the other, though in the same scenario, was very confident, was happy to engage the teacher and have a conversation, because he knew exactly what he was doing and where he was going. And I think we can draw a lesson in life from that life is a journey. And though we may not have gotten what we want in life, we do have our dreams, we do have our ambitions and what we expect out of life, either now or for the future. But even if we haven't quite gotten there yet, as long as we know exactly where we're going, as long as we know exactly what we want, we have a clear path and a clear plan as to what we're trying to achieve, and we strive to do that on a daily basis, I think that's how we get satisfaction out of life. That's how we draw confidence and fulfillment in life. So it's not so much about the destination. It's not so much about you achieving all, because, to be honest, the real destination of life is death. And I can confidently say that not many of us are looking forward to that. But yeah, so I think most of the frustrations that we have in life are not so much due to the fact that we haven't achieved what we want, but I think it's more that we don't have a clear path to achieving those things. And I think the solution is to have clear goals, to have a clear plan, and to make sure that every single day you know exactly what you want to achieve on that particular day, and living a life that way. And I think that will bring a lot of fulfillment and joy in life, and a lot of success as well along the way. So yeah, so there you have it. That's my thought of the day. I'll leave you with that, and until next time, take care of yourself.